Hello friends, after the day-night pink ball test match in Adelaide, it is now back to the traditional format, the red ball against the white side screen. Third test match of this Border-Gavaskar Trophy at the woolen Gabba in Brisbane. When we talk about Gabba and India, the fondest memories are when India visited Australia the last time. 2020-21, the series 1-all, fourth and final test match at the Gabba. What a fantastic victory India registered by 3 wickets, chasing a target of 328. And when they resumed their second innings on the fifth and final day, India were resuming at 4 for no loss, needing another 324 for a win in the entire day. The heroes of that particular final day were newcomer Shubman Gill, who had made his debut earlier in the series, and Rishabh Pant. 91 from Shubman Gill, a patient half century by the veteran Cheteshwar Pujara, and a match-winning, brilliant, fantastic knock of 89 not out by none other than Rishabh Pant. That gave India a second consecutive Test series victory in Australia, something that has never been achieved before. Brisbane, the third Test match of this ongoing series, starting on December 14, coming Saturday. India will look at their previous test match here and gain confidence, especially after going down by 10 wickets in the day-night test match that concluded 3 days ago. The match ended in 3 days and India utilized their 2 days of stay extra in Adelaide by having a net session yesterday. And today being the travel day, they travel from Adelaide to Brisbane and get down to business in the coming days before taking on Australia, who are now a rejuvenated lot, who have regained their confidence after their brilliant 10-wicket victory, bowling out India to under 200 in each of the innings. When we talk about Gabba, some of the fondest memories, of course, apart from the 3-wicket victory the last time around 4 years ago, there have been quite a few memorable performances. When we talk about Gabba, we only think of the bounce and the pace on the pitch. We talk of Perth and being the fastest pitch in the world, but Gabba is equally assisting the fast bowlers. When you look at the history of test matches that were held at the Gabba, 75%, nearly 75% of the wickets have been taken by the fast bowlers. If you look at numbers, 1,465 wickets have been taken by the pace bowlers or the medium pacers, and 499 only by spinners, which gives a percentage of nearly 75%. So that shows how pacey, how bouncy the Gabba pitch has been traditionally, and it will remain the same. Expect it not to change. And with Australia, who are looking at Josh Hazlewood coming back into their team, into the playing 11 for Gabba, and without Josh Hazlewood, they won in Adelaide with Scott Boland filling in the shoes admirably, and Mitchell Starc taking 5 wickets in the first innings, and Pat Cummins leading from the front in the second innings, picking up a 5-4. 2003-2004, India began their 4-test series at the Gabba. Led by Sourav Ganguly, he played a masterly knock of 144 runs that set the momentum for the rest of the series. It was a drawn match in Gabba in 2003-4. India won in Adelaide, and it was a series that was drawn 1-all. So India came unscathed from that series. Otherwise, India have played in 7 test matches at the Gabba right from 1947-48. The results have not been good. India lost the first 4 test matches at the Gabba. India lost their first 4 test matches in Brisbane. The losses coming in 1947-48 when India toured Australia for the first ever time, 1968, 1977 and 1991-92 where Sachin Tendulkar made his first tour of Australia. Sourav Ganguly's masterful 100 was the first time that India was unbeaten in a test in Brisbane 2003-4. In 2014-15, India again lost before the magnificent 2021 victory that clinched India the series. Among the memorable individual performances, apart from Sourav Ganguly's 144, the test in Gabba in 1968 will forever be remembered for M.L. Jaisimha, the stylish Hyderabadi elegant batsman. M.L. Jaisimha, who was flown in as a replacement for B.S. Chandrasekhar, the injured B.S. Chandrasekhar, and he almost straight away walked onto the ground and scored 70 plus in the first innings and 101 in the second innings. So that is one memorable performance that will always be associated with India and Brisbane test matches. So what does this test match have in store? Still 3 days to go. India are expected to make some changes. Certainly, I would like to see, and most of the Indian cricket lovers would love to see Rohit Sharma open again and not, like he did in Adelaide, demote himself to number 6 only to accommodate KL Rahul. And just because KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal scored that 201 run partnership for this opening wicket in the previous test match in Perth, it does not necessarily mean that they should be opening forever. Rohit Sharma is best suited as an opener, and having pushed himself to number 6, we all saw that he did not score well. So he is used to opening in the last 6 years, and that is where he belongs. Among bowlers, India are likely to bring back Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar made his test debut in 2020-21 in that memorable test match victory. He scored a half century in the first innings, scored a crucial 20-odd in the second innings, giving Rishabh Pant the company when Rishabh Pant just went all out, attacking the Australian bowlers and giving India that famous victory. Washington Sundar also picked up 3 wickets in the first innings, and that was the test match where India made 4 changes. I'm not saying that India will make 4 changes in the coming test match, but then because of the circumstances, India came from Sydney having drawn, giving their life and blood and sweat. Like we saw Hanuma Vihari batting through pain, Ravichandran Ashwin batting through pain, both of them saving the test match, India earning a brilliant draw in Sydney the previous week in 2020-21. So they were out of that Brisbane test match 4 years ago, 2021 January that is. So no Ashwin, no Hanuma Vihari, and there was no place for Jasprit Bumrah. Bumrah suffered an abdomen strain and he was out of that Brisbane test match, and Ravindra Jadeja with a thumb fracture. So India were forced to make 4 changes. In came Washington Sundar, who gave a brilliant account of himself with both bat and ball. H. Natarajan, who initially went as a net bowler for India, he made his test debut and provided crucial breakthroughs. Mayank Agarwal was brought back and Shardul Thakur. So India have made 4 changes. I'm not saying that India will again make 4 changes just because they did that. Circumstances are different now. Circumstances were different then. But I see certainly a change in the pace bowling lineup with Akashdeep most likely to come in, and he should have been in the playing 11. Like I have maintained, he should have been in the playing 11 from the first test match in Perth. He did not get a chance. Harshit Rana was preferred. Okay, he did bowl reasonably well in the first innings, but then he was found wanting, especially in Adelaide with the pink ball. So Akashdeep most likely to come in, perhaps looking at Prasiddha Krishna's ability and his height with bounce and pace, Brisbane offering more bounce. Prasiddha Krishna may get a look in, you never know. Probably Washington Sundar may come back to the venue where he made his test debut, or if the think tank decide to give Ravindra Jadeja a chance, then India would have been playing 3 different spinning all-rounders in 3 different test matches. Well, so much can happen from now till the start of the test match. Let's wait and see what India, the combination that they go with, Rohit Sharma and co. And certainly let's hope for a much improved performance from Adelaide in Brisbane. It is not an impossible task. If you look at the World Test Championship position, India have slipped to 3rd, with South Africa taking the top position following their 2-0 series victory against Sri Lanka recently. Australia are 2nd, and going by the recent performances, India's chances of making it to the final are getting dimmer and dimmer. But they are still not out of contention. They are in with a chance, but for that they have to win the next 3 test matches. Brisbane starting on December 14th, followed by the annual Boxing Day test match at the MCG December 26 onwards, and the New Year test match in Sydney Cricket Ground January 3, 2025 onwards. So much to play for India, but right now the focus is on the Gabba in Brisbane. Until next time, take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.